हेलो स्टूडेंट्स, आज हम शुरू करने जा रहे हैं चैप्टर 5 विच इज़ प्रिंट कल्चर एंड द मॉडर्न वर्ल्ड। इसके कुछ MCQs, इसमें आपको टोटल 25 क्वेश्चंस दिए हैं और हर क्वेश्चन के बाद आपको 5 सेकंड्स का एक गैप दिया गया है ताकि आप असेस कर सकें कि आपके कितने आंसर्स ठीक हैं या गलत हैं। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं बिना देरी किए हुए। लेट्स स्टार्ट। क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 इज द बंगाल गजेट वॉज, योर ऑप्शन फर्स्ट इज a weekly magazine first to be edited by an Indian. Second is a weekly English magazine edited by James Hickey from 1780, described as a commercial paper open to all, influenced by none. Third option is first English magazine brought out by Raja Rammohn Rai. Fourth option is a weekly magazine edited by James Hickey from 1780 in English. Answer to question number 1 is a weekly English magazine edited by James Hickey from 1780, described as a commercial paper open to all, influenced by none. Question number 2 is the contribution of Grimm brothers of Germany to children's literature was, first option is publishing stories for them. Second is spending years on compiling traditional folktales gathered from peasants, edited and publishing them as a collection in 1812. Third is having a new shape to rural folktales. Fourth is all the above. Answer to question number 2 is spending years on compiling traditional folktales gathered from peasants, editing and publishing them as a collection in 1812. Question number 3 is which religious reformer was responsible for the Protestant Reformation? Your options are first is Martin Luther, second is George Eliot, third is Maxim Gorky, fourth is Martin James. Answer to question number 3 is Martin Luther. Question number 4 is which of the following is an enlightened thinker whose writings are said to have created conditions for a revolution in France? Your options are first is Louis Sebastian Mercier, second is Rousseau, third is Menacheur, fourth is Gutenberg. Answer to question number 4 is Rousseau. Question number 5 is the earliest kind of print technology was developed in. Your options are first is Japan and Korea, second is India, Japan and Korea, third is China, Japan and Korea, and fourth is India, China and Arabia. Answer to question number 5 is China, Japan and Korea. Question number 6 is who was Kitagawa Utamaro and why is he famous? Your options are first is a famous Japanese artist famous for his prints. Second option is a Japanese artist famous for his art form ukiyo. Third is a Japanese artist who influenced European artists like Manet, Monet and Van Gogh. Fourth is a Japanese artist born in Edo in 1753, famous for his contribution to an art form called ukiyo, which influenced European artists like Manet, Monet and Van Gogh. Answer to question number 6 is a Japanese artist born in Edo in 1753, famous for his contribution to an art form called ukiyo, which influenced European artists like Manet, Monet and Van Gogh. Question 7 is the uses of print diversified in urban China by 17th century. Which of the following statements support the above statement? Option number 1 is print was no longer used by scholars, officials only. Second is merchants use print in their everyday life and trade information. Third is reading became a leisure activity. Fourth is all the above. Answer to question number 7 is all the above. Question number 8 is the Vernacular Press Act of 1878 was modelled on, and your options are: first is Irish press laws, second is American press laws, third is Chinese press laws, and fourth is German press laws. Answer to question number 8 is Irish press laws. Question number 9 is, in which among the following countries was the earliest kind of print technology developed? Your options are: first is India, second is England, third is France, and fourth is China. Answer to question number 9 is China. Question number 10 is, lending libraries came into existence in, your first option is 17th century, second is 18th century, third is 19th century, and the fourth option is 20th century. Answer to question number 10 is 17th century. Question number 11 is, who among the following was not a woman novelist? Your first option is Jane Austen, second is Bronte Sisters, third is George Eliot, and fourth is Emile Zola. Answer to question number 11 is Emile Zola. Question number 12 is, the uses of print diversified in urban China by the 17th century. Which of the following statements support the above statement? First option is, print was no longer used by scholar officials only. Second is, merchants use of print in their everyday life and trade information. Third is, reading became a leisure activity. And fourth is all the above. Answer to question number 12 is all of the above. Question number 13 is, the first to use woodblock printing in Europe were: first is the French, second is the Spanish, third is the Italians, and fourth is the Germans. Answer to question number 13 is the Italians. Question number 14 is, Protestant Reform Mission was, your options are: first is a 16th century movement to reform the Catholic Church dominated by Rome, second is a challenge to the authority of Rome, third is a new religion started by Martin Luther, and fourth is a movement which started anti-Catholic Christianity. Answer to question number 14 is a 16th century movement to reform the Catholic Church dominated by Rome. Question number 15 is, the term compositor means: first is a person who composes poems, second is a person who composes lyrics and songs for a play, third is a person who composes music, fourth is a person who composes the text for printing. Answer to question number 15 is a person who composes the text for printing. Question number 16 is, the production of manuscripts became possible in Europe because, your options are: the first one is the Europeans discovered paper, second is just like silk and spices, paper reached Europe via the Arab words, third is Chinese paper reached Europe in 11th century via the Silk Route like silk and spices, fourth is all the above. Answer to question number 16 is, Chinese paper reached Europe in the 11th century via the Silk Route like silk and spices. Question number 17 is, print culture according to many historians made people critical and rational because, your first reason is, enlightened thinkers argued for the rule of reason rather than custom, judging everything with reason. Second option is, the thinkers attacked sacred authority of the church and despotism of the state. Third option is people who read the ideas of the Voltaire and Rousseau saw the world through the different eyes. And fourth is all of the above. Answer to question number 17 is all of the above. Question number 18 is, there was a virtual reading mania in European countries at the end of 18th century because your first option is people wanted to read books and printers produced them in increasing numbers. Second is churches set up schools in villages carrying literacy to peasants and artisans. Third is literacy rates went up in Europe as 60 to 80%. Fourth is there was a variety of reading materials, so reading became popular. Answer to question number 18 is, churches set up schools in villages carrying literacy to peasants and artists. Question number 19 is, new forms of popular literature targeting new audience at the end of the 18th century were, the first option is romances, histories, almanacs, ballads and folktales for entertainment. Second option is newspapers and journals combining current affairs, which is war and trade, with entertainment. Third is ideas of scientists and philosophers included in popular literature. And fourth is all the above. Answer to question number 19 is all the above. Question number 20 is, printers and publishers develop new strategies to sell their products. Which of the following is not an innovation of the 20th century? Your first option is cheap paperback editions were printed. Second option is the dust cover or the book jacket was an innovation. Third is important novels were serialized, which led to a new way of writing novels. Fourth is popular works were sold in England in cheap series called the shilling series. Answer to question number 20 is, important novels were serialized, which led to a new way of writing novels. Question number 21 is, the contribution of Grimm brothers of Germany to children's literature was, first is publishing stories for them. Second is spending years on compiling traditional folktales gathered from peasants, editing and publishing them as a collection in 1812. Third is having a new shape to rural folktales. Fourth is all of the above. Answer 21 is, spending years on compiling traditional folktales gathered from peasants, editing and publishing them as a collection in 1812. Question number 22 is, in which year printing in Hindi began and what was its main concern? Option number 1 is, Hindi printing began from the 1870s. A large segment was devoted to women's education, widow remarriage and the national movement. Option number 2 is, Hindi printing began from the 1870s and their main concern was women-related issues. Option number 3 is, Hindi printing began from 1900 and was devoted to the education of women. Option number 4 is, printing in Hindi began in the early 20th century and its main concern was religious reform. Answer to question number 22 is, Hindi printing began from 1870s. A large segment was devoted to women's education, widow remarriage and the national movement. Question number 23 is, by whom was Sambat Kumudi published in 1821? And your options are, first is Ishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, second is C.R. Das, third is Raja Ram Mohan Rai, fourth is Swami Vivekanand. Answer to question number 23 is Raja Ram Mohan Rai. Question number 24 is, in ancient India, which of the following material was used for writing manuscript? First is parchment, second is vellum, Third is palm leaves. Fourth is paper. Answer to question number 24 is palm leaves. Question number 25 is, the Reformation movement was launched against the corrupt practices of which of the following group? First is feudal lords, second is Protestant church, third is Catholic church, fourth is absolute rulers. Answer to question number 25 is Catholic church. Thanks for watching, and if you have liked this video, please like, share, subscribe and comment. Thanks a lot. God bless you.